Oh, you missed that. We have $2.99. One with Funky's Blood and one with Sprinkles, please.
Certainly, yes.
There's the intro.
That's the intro sorted.
Good morning everyone. It's another lovely spring morning here in the UK. So what else would you do but pack the van up and have your first trip away of the year?
Yeah.
Just to have a weekend away. Jade wanted to get away properly for the first time, and just to give her a bit more confidence rather than going solo straight away, we decided to come with her. And so we're gonna head we're gonna head towards Torquaytown near Brampton, which is just outside Carlisle, and then we're going to take it from there and possibly go into Scotland for a couple of days. Got everything organised now, eventually, and little Max in his favourite spot, keeping me nice and warm. Felt really good packing the van up. Don't know whether you can see, I'm actually getting the bed made up and filling up the cupboards with food and putting stuff in the little fridge. Max got all excited when I got his food out and put that in as well. Little cheeky.
Yeah.
Take the next left. In a quarter of a mile, you will arrive at your destination.
She made it! Look who's here! Yay! Jumping! Are you excited, Max?
I think Max is excited.
Are you excited? Here you go, Darren. Oh, God.
I think we scared the ducks away. Well, Max did anyway. Jumped out the van at them. Didn't you, Max? Oh. There we go.
Oh, just having a stress out with the machine, not taking the cards, and the money didn't want to. Well, the money went in, but it wouldn't. Your buttons couldn't press the button. I think it's just a bit worn out.
I'll be a collector of Jimmy's Farm DVDs.
I think that's the only one that was actually on DVD, isn't it, though?
I think so, it's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah. Because I remember when they originally came out and I wanted to get Series 2, because Series 1 was really good. But Series 2 never materialised on DVD.
Well, how did we watch it?
On the telly, probably. But Series 1 was definitely worth watching.
I literally can remember it in my head. Like, I remember watching it so many times as well, like, over and over.
Well, that particular one? Series
Jimmy's
probably,
Farm.
Yeah, Jimmy's Farm. Because it was the only one that we could have watched over and over, I suppose.
Yeah.
With it being the only one that's on DVD.
Max is watching some pigeons, some ducks, a squirrel. But Max has been transfixed all the way through lunch. had some lunch and we had a quick scooch down to the water at the tarn. Looks very full, very cold, so we didn't stay there long. Really nice though. We haven't been here for years. We used to come here when we canoed. We used to have a canoe when our little children were small, and they learnt to canoe here at Tarn, didn't they? Yeah.
To go in the water to get washed. Yeah, for all the mud to get off.
So that was nice to see it. It's also nice to see that the rain has stopped and there's a bit of brighter, if not blue sky around us, and hopefully in the direction that we're heading. So we've put in a destination just up in Scotland, Dumfries and Galloway.
Turn right onto B6413.
And we're going to turn right.
B6413 for 1 mile.
But if you're up here, Tarn, definitely wonderful, beautiful, wild place to come. There's a walk all the way around the Tarn, is accessible to all walks of life and abilities, and there's usually like a little cafe there when COVID's not here anymore, and it's just beautiful. So off we go again with a lot less rain. Good morning everyone. Max and Darren have just gone off for a little walk because Max needs to get up and stretch and have a wee, so I'm going to get tidied up. There we go, all sorted. Mornings are never good for hair, are they? Not in a van. Okay, so I'm gonna get Max's breakfast ready, but I just thought I'd show you what the view is like out the back because it's really nice. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Time for breakfast. And look who's back. Come on then, we'll get you dried off.
What's in the name of this abbey?
Sweetheart Abbey. Yeah, it's pretty lovely, isn't it? So welcome to Sweetheart Abbey. So we can't go in and look at it because it's closed due to COVID, but we can see a lot of it from just here in the footpath. It's getting a lot of restoration work done as well, which is really good. It's been quite a population though, really. If you look, you can see from like the really old headstones and everything. Some of them quite big and monumental, so there was money. And That looks like some kind of crypt or something, like a family crypt. Through over to modern ones there. Much smaller and this is quite amazing. Somebody here has traced their family, the Jardine family, all the way back from 1997, from Emily Ann Wilton, all the way back to David Jardine in 1780. And the Jardine family name is Old Norse for the javelin thrower. So we're literally 5 minutes up the road. We've just pulled in. I've squeezed her into this little space here. We're going to have a coffee and a view. Darren's found the chocolate.
I have.
But he knows how to make the coffee as well, so that's alright.
So we've just turned up at what is possibly going to be our second night campsite, second night park up. We found this on Park for Night. Seems like a nice little place, a nice quiet place, just on the borders, the Scottish-English borders, and we're going to see what it's like. Stay here for a couple of hours, see if we fancy it. But when we turned up, we were welcomed here by this site, which was really nice. Goodness knows how many of them. Probably about 100 of them. So that was a nice sight, and as soon as we parked up just over there, they all came running to the fence. So they obviously think we've got food or something, and there they are. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some of them in the distance couldn't be bothered though. But anyway, there we go. Very nice indeed. What a nice welcome. So we moved on from the last place that you saw us parked at. It was a great little place, and would have been absolutely perfect to stay the night actually, but there wasn't any Wi-Fi signal there, which isn't a disaster of course, but we need that connectivity I suppose, and we just need to know that we can. There wasn't much phone signal either, and we kind of needed, we just need that whilst we're out and about. So we decided to move from there anyway, even though it was a lovely little spot. And we found this other place now. It's like a pub and a brewery together, and they allow you to park in their car park overnight. We found it through a booklet that we use called Brit Stops, and it's basically people that have signed up, pubs that have signed up for you to use their car parks. It's not only pubs, mind, there's vineyards and things like that, and they say you can come along to us, park in our car park or on our land. If you buy a beer or something, that's it, that's the deal. So that's just next door there, but I've just walked through here and there's this youth hostel. I'll just show you that. It looks really nice just behind me here. This is it's called The Sill, just in Hexham in Northumberland. That's where we are. But also what's really good about that is there's this parking, which we didn't realise. Just here there's a motorhome parking area, which you can do overnight parking for £10 for a motorhome. So £10 parking for overnight, which isn't actually too bad. So what we'll do now is we'll call it a day. Elaine's just gone to the pub. Elaine's just gone into the pub just to buy us a couple of drinks. We're going to sit out and enjoy the evening, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later on.
Probably 2 years since we never got them.
This is the first time we've been in at least a year, probably 2. So good morning everyone. So here we are just on our morning walk out with Max, enjoying the beautiful views. Just thought we'd show you them because it's a lovely day, which it hasn't been for a few days now. I think I'm looking right into the sun. But yes, it's beautiful views across there. We just saw I couldn't get it on camera unfortunately, but we just saw a deer just run across there. Which was really nice to see, but yeah, now we're going to go back to the van and have our breakfast. So just notice you can get an annual pass for £40, which covers all Hadrian Wall National Trust managed sites, which isn't too bad. So if you can bring your campervan here as many times as you want for £40 a year to park up along the Hadrian's Wall Trail, that's not such a bad deal. So we just started to make our way back now towards home, and we're following along what's called the military road, and we've just seen a sign for the Broccolita Mithraic Temple. So we thought we might have a little bit of a walk, see where that takes us. The views here are quite stunning, quite distant. So we're going to take a little walk and just see where it brings us to. Hopefully the historic temple.
Yep, you can see all the way from sort of Northumberland in the northeast. You'll be over that way, and then if you track around, you can see right over through into the Lake District. And then when you're slightly higher, the other way, Northumberland, to continue on walking over that way, and then over there is Scotland. Well, once you get over that hill. When we were on top of the previous hill, you could see Scotland.
Right. Cool.
Very stunning. It's windy. It's not too cold, but quite bright. Just starting to fill up, so we better get going now.
So we've only just walked about, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes from the car park, which is just up the way there. The views across here quite beautiful, And then literally just down the bottom of the hill there is the temple. So it says that this structure is a Roman temple erected around AD 200 and destroyed about 150 years later. It was dedicated to Mithras, the god of a Roman religious practice that emerged in the 1st century AD, whose inspiration came from the Eastern Empire. Worship took place in small, secluded temples resembling the cave in which Mithras was said to have killed a sacred bull. So we've walked up just I don't know, 100 yards up from the temple. The path seems to have fizzled out, so I think this little walk is really just to the temple, and then yeah, we ran out of path basically.
What do you think, Max? Do you like jumping into the van once it's started raining and we just get back in time? It's best, isn't it? That's what I used to love about caravanning. Mum and Dad had a caravan from me being really small, and even if it wasn't sunny, you could just, it was chucking it down with rain like this, you'd just hunker down and do some colouring in or jigsaw. Play Scrabble. Scrabble's best, isn't it? Yeah. Scrabble's best. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
So we're not far from home now. We're about an hour away from home in a little village just outside of Newcastle. We're just stopping off now just to have some lunch. There you go, sorry about that. So we stopped off just here by the little river. So what we'll do is we'll let's have a look at this little view. Quite nice. Oh. Quite a pleasant little spot. Quite a quiet little spot. Just the road, just there. So yeah. So what we'll do is we'll call that an end to this video. And hope you enjoyed following us along on our little trip out for the weekend. Thanks very much for joining us on this video. We're just going to have some lunch now and get ourselves back home. So take care everyone, and thanks very much again, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you soon. Bye bye. Bye for now.